Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're really well. Today I'm not in my usual kind of background. I am in my bedroom because I'm not doing a makeup video today. I'm going to be doing kind of more of a chatty mum Q&A kind of thing. So I've got some questions that I'm going to answer all about being a mum, all about Oscar. If you don't know, I have a nearly 5-month-old little boy called Oscar. He is going to be 5 months old in a couple of weeks, which is crazy. Time is going really fast. But so I just wanted to answer a few mum questions because being a mum is such a massive part of my life. I feel like I want to share a little bit more with you guys. So yeah, let's get started. So the first question is, what is your favourite mum hack? So I had to think about this one for a little bit because I just think I don't really know what my hack, I don't even know if I have a hack, if that's like a thing. But for me, Oscar isn't breastfed, he is bottle fed. So if you, like me, bottle feed, this is a really good hack. Basically, if you need to go out and about, make the bottle and just take it out with you rather than like I just make it before we go and then we're out and about and I put it in the bottle warmer just to keep it nice and warm while we're out and about, and then if he does need a bottle I can just give it to him and calm him down. It's better than going out without a bottle at all. So I don't know if that's classed as a hack, but I guess I learned to do that pretty early on because there's nothing worse than being out with your baby and you haven't got a bottle ready for them. So that's always good, just have a nice fresh bottle made in the bottle warmer. So the most embarrassing mum moment will be, so every Monday I go to Slimming World. So I am on Slimming World. If you want me to do any Slimming World videos, I can do. I've been doing Slimming World now for nearly 2 months, I think. Just over 2 months. Yeah, so I went to Slimming World and had nobody to look after Oscar, so I had to bring him with me, and obviously everybody was just loving him and giving him loads of cuddles and stuff. And then he did a really big poo and it stunk. So I was like, oh okay, I'll just take him to the side and I will just change him. But I'd forgotten baby wipes, so I had to change him. I just didn't know what I was gonna do. So I went to the toilet with him and I had to change him just with normal tissue, which wasn't great, but I literally had no other choice because I'd forgotten baby wipes, which wasn't my finest moment. It didn't really make him look very good because it's like new people and he just pooed and he smelled and I couldn't even clean it, so it wasn't great. So I feel like that's probably my most embarrassing mum moment. So the next question is, what part of the day do you love the most? I love, this is going to sound really weird, I love the mornings because when he wakes up in the morning now, he wakes up and he literally does the biggest smile ever. It's so sweet. We go over to his little next to me because like as you can see, we don't have the next to me next to us just because he just loves being on his own. Genuinely, he sleeps better on his own, he just does his own thing. So we put this next to me at the end. It's just literally in that corner over there. Yeah, I get up in the morning, I can hear him making a little bit of noise, and as soon as I say good morning to him, he gives me the biggest smile. So yeah, that's definitely up there with my best moment of the day. There's so many to choose from because it's just, being a mum is amazing and seeing him smile, but if I had to pick a time of the day, it would definitely be the morning. And what is your least favourite part of the day? So I think every mum knows this is what it's called. It's like the witching hour, which is like at night time where they probably had their last nap and it's that time between then and going to bed. He is vile. Like, he screams, he has a bath and he's happy in the bath. As soon as he gets out of the bath, he's screaming, he's just not happy until he just goes back to sleep again. So that little bit is not the best, but yeah. The next question is a baby name that you didn't agree on. So me and Tim actually didn't agree on a lot of baby names. It took a long time to get to Oscar. Because I really like out there names and he is more traditional. He likes normal names, and I just, no offense to anybody who has like a normal name. I mean, I don't even have an unusual name. My name's Beth. So I really love the name Forest for a little girl. He hated that. I really like, what else do I like for? I like Rufus for a little boy, he hates that. We just couldn't agree. And then I said Oscar once, he didn't like it. So I was like, okay. And then a few months later he said Oscar, and I was like, okay, we'll just go with that. So we just didn't agree on a lot, to be honest, but we finally came to the decision of Oscar, and it suits him perfectly, so very happy with that decision. Next question is, do you co-sleep? So no, we don't co-sleep there, but I mean, everyone just does things whatever suits you, but it just doesn't work for us. He doesn't like being in the bed with us. I mean, when he was little, and I mean, he still is little, but when he was like newborn, if he was like not settling for a while, we'd obviously bring him into our bed and try and calm him and stuff, but genuinely he sleeps so much better in his next to me, on his own, out of the way. Like we swaddle him up, and he just is an amazing sleeper. He just sleeps on his own, and we sleep in the bed. So no, we don't co-sleep, but I know that it works really well for some people. I know people who really get on well with it and it works for them, but it just doesn't work for us. He just doesn't enjoy it. So no, we don't co-sleep. So the next question is something you bought but you never use. I know this is like gonna be controversial, I guess, but muslin cloths, I never use them. Like, obviously people use them for various different things, but we have so many muslin cloths, I've never used them properly. I think I use them if like he's laying down and he's dribbling, I might just like use it if it's there, but genuinely I just never use them. So I just wipe it with like the sleeve, I know that's so bad, or just with my hand or with his bib. I never use them, but I have so many lying around the house. So yeah, some people I know use them and love them, but for me, muslin cloths, it's just, yeah, I just don't use them, so yeah. Hospital bag must-haves. Big knickers, because I had a C-section, so you kind of need them to go over your scar. Sanitary pads, lots of them, and just some baggy pyjamas, to be honest. They're like my 3 must-haves, I'd say, just to make sure you get them in there. I mean, there's so much you do need, but obviously like your toiletries and stuff, but I think getting those 3 things, you're comfy and you're protected. So question number 10 is, are you a routine mum or are you a mum that goes with the flow? I would say that I am like both, I feel like. I mean, I feel like I'm both, because he always kind of wakes up in the morning about 7:30, 8. He might wake up in the night maybe once, but he always wakes up 7:30, 8. And he will always go to bed around 8:30, 9, sometimes 8, but around 8 and 9 he'll go to bed. So that part of his day is routine. When it comes to the day though, he just does whatever he likes. He sometimes goes for a nice long sleep at lunchtime, sometimes he just will have like little naps throughout the day. So I just kind of just do whatever he wants to do. He kind of just fits around my life as well, so we just like slot in perfectly to each other, so it works really well. So I'd say I'm kind of in the middle. Sometimes we do a routine, sometimes we don't, if that makes sense. Like more or less in the day there is kind of no routine, I just do whatever. So the next question is, what type of labour did you have, and did you have any pain relief? So I have actually filmed a whole video explaining my labour. I will link it down below if you haven't watched it already. But yes, I did have pain relief. I had diamorphine twice, and I had an epidural, and then obviously I had a C-section, so whatever they gave me during that I had. So yeah, I did have pain relief. The next question is the biggest challenge you faced. For me, the biggest challenge that we face, and I faced as a mum, and we faced as parents, is probably the fact that Oscar's been diagnosed with something called Sturge-Weber syndrome. I can do a whole video on this if you want, because it's such a long story, but yeah, he has been diagnosed with a lifelong condition called Sturge-Weber syndrome, and when we figured out that that was happening, it was a really big challenge for us to kind of wrap our heads around the fact that he wasn't kind of 100% healthy, if that makes sense. I mean, he is perfect in every single way. There's just this small part of him that obviously makes his life a little bit more difficult. So one of the most challenging things would probably be the fact that he has seizures. But like I said, I can just go into like a whole video about Sturge-Weber and what happened and his kind of journey and everything like that. So if you want me to do that, please let me know, because I will 100% do it. So yeah, I feel like that's probably the biggest challenge we've faced, is kind of coming to terms with that and kind of trying to look after him the best we can for all his like additional needs and stuff like that. So yeah, best advice you've been given. I'd probably say the best advice that I've been given is just like treasure each moment, because genuinely they grow up so quickly, and it's so true. Like I feel like the first month of his life, when you're just getting used to everything, it did drag a little bit and you're just kind of finding your feet, but now everything goes so quickly. Like he's nearly 5 months old and then he'll be nearly half a year old. It is crazy how fast it goes, and watching him grow up, like you love watching them have their milestones, but then you feel sad as well because it's like they're growing up. So yeah, the best advice I've ever been given is probably just, you know, savor every single moment. I'll take loads of pictures, videos, everything, make photo albums, because they'll never ever be that small again. Who is your mum crush? So I do follow some mums. I follow Lucy Carter. I love Lucy Carter, and she's just had twins, so I follow her all the time, and I love seeing her little boys, and I feel like because she's got 2 little boys, I want to be kind of like her with my little boys. So yeah, I really enjoy watching her. I watch Louise Pentland, I watch the Mitchellacks, but yeah, those are like the main ones that I watch. So that is the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, me answering a few questions about being a mum, motherhood, and all that fun stuff. If you like videos like this, just let me know and I will film some more. And yeah, I shall see you in the next video, guys.